Hello everyone! So, as you guys probably already know so far, Squeaky Chair and also the patch notes for the skills that have been changed in DLC 7, actually Extra Pack 3, sorry, same thing. It's been released and we do have translations for them, but before I get into that, I do need to mention leave a like. No, I do need to mention that this is a sort of, well, it is a fan translation, so because of that, there's gonna probably be some mistakes, like in, you know, just like, well, as we continue, you'll know what I mean. So I do want to go over these very quickly and just give my thoughts. Massive shout out to the guys over at the Xenoverse subreddit r/dbxv. Shout out to those guys for, you know, translating all 131 current skills. So let's go over it very quickly. Well, I say quickly, it'll be how long it is. So, firstly, of course, we have the Kamehameha. Increased speed of Ki Blast and it makes the enemy easy to hit after other attacks. Fair play, just looks like it's got a bit of a buff. Bending Kamehameha, same thing for, well, I'll go over this later. The Bending Kamehameha, damage increase, of course. Actually, could I zoom in a bit there? There we go, kind of, ignore the ad. Yeah. Bending Kamehameha, damage increase and increase the tracking after you bend the beam, which is, like, it was really lacking that. It needed something so that after you bent it, pause, it could continue and actually be a bit efficient, or a bit effective, so hopefully more people start using that, because it's a fun attack in concept. The super attack version of the Spirit Bomb, and can I just say, the Super Spirit Bomb, hence the thumbnail why it's, you know, of Spirit Bomb Goku. If this is true, what they've done to the ultimate attack version of the Super Spirit Bomb, I have just no idea what to think. It's weird. So again, Super Attack version of the Spirit Bomb, increase the tracking of the rebound Ki Blast, so when you launch it, if it misses, then it comes back, and increase the time until the returning Ki Blast disappears. So I'm guessing it just means it has a longer rebound time, which I've mentioned in videos in the past, that I'm glad, well, sorry, that I want it to have more of a rebound. The Kaioken Kamehameha, increase the speed of the Ki Blast, so basically it's faster, and made so enemies easy to hit after the attack connects. Great. Right Javelin, oh, I actually didn't see this one. Increase the speed of the Ki Blast and increase the damage of the blast when near death. So when you have lower health, of course, with Right Javelin, the lower your health, the more damage Right Javelin specifically will do. So it looks like Right Javelin now is going to do more damage, you know, if you have low health, and it's going to be faster. Well, faster when you launch the Ki Blast. Probably not in activation, that's all good there. Rebellion Spear, slightly decreased damage, but slightly decreased key consumption rate. I can't remember how Right Javelin works. Wasn't it just a 1-bar super, then it goes? Can't remember. Charged Ki Wave, fantastic. Additional inputs return less stamina. Additional inputs no longer cost Ki. Oh, okay. So that may mean now that this could potentially be a bit better than Rise to Action. Rise to Action is on a list somewhere. I know people have been mentioning it, and it did get a bit of a nerf, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it looks like Charge Ki Blast now. So, Charge Ki Wave, you use it once, and you can keep using it, but it'll regenerate less stamina. But it only takes 1 bar of Ki to use now. So probably not the worst attack in the game anymore. Very cool. The times 10 Kamehameha, increase the increase the speed of the beam, and just makes it easier to land. So easy to hit after connecting, and increase the damage of the charge beam. So basically, the longer you charge it, or rather, it has the potential to be charged longer. So because of that, by extension, it'll do more damage. I mean, I'm only like through 8 of these, so we'll start going a bit faster now because some of these are kind of repeating the effect. The Rock Paper Scissors Super Strike Base skill, increase damage from rock and increase the reach of rock. Oh, okay, so of course you can, like, different, like, I think square, triangle, and circle each have a different input. One's rock, one's paper, one's scissors. It looks like they've buffed the rock part of that. Cool. The consecutive energy blast, increase the damage and tracking. Cool, very generic attack, glad that they've done that. The Kamehameha, the Gold Tank's failed, can't my heart. Increased speed of being made and easy to hit, okay. Menacing flare, I think it's actually called, not menacing beam again. Translation errors, whatever, I think it's menacing flare. Increase the damage and increase tracking. And yeah, I think is that it? I can't remember, but yeah, all good. Squeaky chair. Demon whirlwind. I think that's just the evil whirlwind. Increase hit confirm range, not rage, and made unblockable. Yeah, a few attacks on here have been changed so you can't actually block them anymore. Justice Poles increase time active, so well, that's kind of pointless because if you use Justice Poles and you have meditation, just use meditation after that, and you can keep using meditation. You have to prolong it for as long as you want, or rather for as long as you can use it for. Wall defense, change so you don't take damage until just before the end of the move, and changed idle time to be shorter. So I just think it's going to be longer now, I think, my entire show. Evil Fly Strike, made easier to follow up after hit. Yeah, great. Awesome. Sonic Kick, increased tracking, increased range, increased ability to connect after a successful hit. The what's the Japanese name? I forgot. Destructile Disc, forget it. Destructile Disc, increase the time until the disc disappears, so it's got a longer range, I would think, and slightly better tracking. I'm not entirely sure. The Turtle Shock Surprise, sorry, the Thunder Shock Surprise, the Master Roshi attack. Increase the stun. Oh, okay, that's actually useful. The Super Destructile Disc, Mega Destructile Disc, whatever it's called. Increase the speed of the attack. Cool, it was a bit slow. Still takes 2 bars, assuming 2 bars for you to use. The Jumping Energy Wave. Increase the connectivity of attack after a successful hit. No one's going to use this. Like still. The Key Blast Thrust. The Yamcha low budget Super God Fist, I think that is. Increase the tracking and speed. The Tri Beam is now unblockable if you charge it up fully. I can't remember what this attack is. I think this is the attack that Frieza used to kill Krillin. The evil Psycho Bomb just increased damage. The Namek Finger increased tracking and sped up the collision detection. Sorry, increased tracking, sped up, made faster, and better collision detection. There's not like commas or anything, or periods, full stop, whatever, to separate the points, so I'll keep that in mind. Gorgeous Shot, made it easy to hit with. I'm not entirely sure what that specifically means, but I'll take it. The Dodoria Headbutt, increased tracking, made it easier to stamina break a downed enemy. So I'm guessing that means you're not going to have invincibility frames or whatever if you are on the ground and your opponent goes for the Dodoria Headbutt. The Dodoria Beam, increased the range, made it easier to connect after. Made it easier to connect after. Made it easier to connect a hit after connect. Yeah, great. That's why I was a bit stumbling there. Let's just move on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go over every single one of these because, for example, here you got Giga Boost. It just says it's faster. It's like, okay, great. But here, for example, Rise to Action, reduced stamina and reduces stamina and restored decreased idle time. I'm guessing that means it's faster to use. I really don't know. Aura Slide gets a nerf. Decreased damage of each hit. Great. I think Hand Cannon as well. Gallic Cannon, on the other hand, made enemy easier to hit after connect. The Time Skip Flash Viewer, damage increase. Great. Divine Judgment. Is that Holy Wrath? I think it might be. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, it's Holy Wrath. Just says you can change, so even after firing a blast, you can stop the move with an added input. I don't know what that means. Divine Wrath Purification, the merged Zamasu Ultimate, the low budget Supernova, increased beam speed. Makes sense given that. I'll say it makes sense. It's already quite fast. Let me know if you agree with that, guys, in the comments below. What else we got? Petrifying Spit, it just lasts longer when you're hit with it. Evil Blast, increased damage. Gallic Gun, increased the speed of the beam, and just made it easy to connect. The Finish Breaker, damage increase. Atomic Blast, increase the damage if fired from the ground. Okay, so if you're standing on the ground, you'll do more. You can potentially do more damage on it and increase the ease of firing at full max damage. So with Atomic Blast, and I only found this out somewhat recent, like a few months ago, really. Like it had, I think it's in the attack description, so it's my fault for not reading or remembering or not, what have you. But you have to time it right as you're using the attack to do max damage. Looks like now that it's going to be easy to do that. The Earth Shattering Gather Gun increase the speed of the beam. Yeah, just look like it's faster. The Mach Punch. I should just go over these real quick. The the Ginyu Force special combo. Made left input have priority. The guy thinks, or whatever, like the subreddit thinks, I'm not entirely sure. Increase the reach before the next input and made it so it's easy to combo into a dash. Fair enough. Hellstein Shock. Change the amount of damage you do to yourself. It doesn't look like there's much use, but yeah. So apparently using Hellstein Shock does less damage to yourself. Doesn't that defeat the point of it though? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, sorry, here's the Death Cycle Bomb. So I'm not entirely sure what this attack is here. Where is it? This one, the Death Psych Beam. I'm not entirely sure. It'll come to me after, I'm sure. Death Slicer, improved tracking, increased time until being disappears. Very nice, so better tracking and it just lasts longer. The Death Cycle combo, again, I believe that's the attack that Frieza used to kill Krillin on Namek to make Goku turn Super Saiyan for the first time. Increased the damage and it changed the camera angle. Very nice there. There are a few attacks. I think there's at least one more that I know of on this list that they've changed the camera angle on. I think it's just this Rush. Burning Slash, damage increase. Drain Field, I'm very excited about this one. I might actually start using Drain Field. It made it so you can now absorb ultimate attacks. Now, I'd assume it's just ultimate key-based skill. So, you know, for example, Super Kamehameha, maybe even the Revenge Death Ball. So before, I believe it worked with just normal Ki Blasts, not super attacks, just normal Ki Blast, I think. And I believe when you use it, it's the Super 17, not Dragon Ball Super 17, just the normal Super 17 attack. Normal Super 17 from Dragon Ball GT. Take it to the Grand Tour. It now, like, well, I think it was in Xenoverse 1, but it always gave you Ki back, so now you can actually absorb ultimates, kind of god tier. I think Gatebreaker said that on Twitter, so very nice right there. The Martian Kamehameha, increased speed of beam, made it easier to combo your opponent. Yeah guys, again, I mean the video has gone on for quite a bit, I think, as of right now, so I'm not going to go over every single thing right here. I'll, you know, go over like the most important things, I guess. Quick Sleep, made the idle time shorter, so basically faster, I think. Yeah, right here, number 73, the Big Bang Kamehameha decreased the necessary amount of time needed to charge before the beam can actually be fired, but also increased the maximum amount of time the beam can be charged for. So basically, what this means is that if you're in any of the Super Saiyan transformations, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, Blue, Future Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta 1 or Super Vegeta 2 or what have you, you could charge yourself longer to do more damage to warp it, but again it'll take longer to actually fully charge. But hopefully, well, from here I'm guessing it will actually have the potential to do more damage. We can also fire it after only charging until 5 little bit now, so that's pretty cool. The Bluff Kamehameha, you can drain Ki even if the attack is guarded. Added the Kamehameha effect while charging, so it sounds like, oh wait, I wonder if that's actually like the Kamehameha effect is like a visual or just like an audio. Very interesting. Meteor Rush made it so the move send your opponent flying back. Yeah, apparently the final hit from Meteor Rush or Meteor Crash, I think it is, the final hit will send your opponent flying back. So it's got a back hit, which is it's going to be very useful. The Super God Shock Flash, I think this is, which is the gold Super Saiyan Blue Goku's 1-inch punch, increased damage. Increased damage made. Okay, so it just looked like it's an increased damage, I think. Burst Kamehameha increased the speed of the beam and made it easy to follow up on your opponent when they are knocked away. Tail Slicer, thank goodness this got a buff. It's just a damage increase, great. Emperor's Blast decreased. Oh, sorry, decreased. Emperor's Blast increased damage and made it so there's no pause after you fire the attack. Sorry. Destructive Beam increased the time until the beam disappears and made it easy to follow up. Oh yeah, Kill Driver, increased tracking, kind of needed that. Maybe sped up as well, but we'll have to wait and see when the update comes out. Sudden Storm gets an increase in damage. Why this gets a damage increase, I have no idea. Dragon Fist, Dragon Fist, the ultimate, made so you can't. Okay, so Dragon Fist now, you can't vanish out of it. You just can't, and you can't counter it, for example, using your evasive. And here, the Super Spirit Bomb. Take damage during the charge up. You take health damage, not stamina drain. I don't know what that means. Does that mean when you use... if I use the Super Spirit Bomb now, when its update goes live, am I going to take damage just from using it? Or what? I really don't know what that means. I really have no idea what that means. The Super Black Kamehameha Rosa. What's it called? The Super Black Kamehameha. Yeah, Super Black Kamehameha Rosa. There we go. Does more damage. I don't know why they gave that a buff. Great. And I don't know if this is like official patch notes from the site or just the people on Reddit. Made Ningen filthier. Okay, or Ninjins. Brave Sword Attack. Increased damage. Easy to hit with. Not very specific there. Final Explosion, increased damage, made it easy to hit with, decreased stamina consumption while holding down the input. So basically, it's going to hit longer, so it's going to hit harder for longer. I'll take it. Final Shine Attack, increased damage, it needed that, it really did. I mentioned that in a previous video that it doesn't really hit that much. Last Emperor, increased damage, also very happy about that. I am right here. The Double Death Slicer, increased damage, increased time until the blast disappears, very nice right there. Instant Super Vanishing Ball, I think it is, the Kid Buu warped Vanishing Ball attack. Made it easier, made each pod easier to hit with, again, not very specific. Spirit Sword, he's put a little question mark here, so I don't know what this is, if this is like properly true or what have you, but basically you can no longer block, and I guess by extension, perfect block, the first hit of Spirit Sword, which before you could perfect block the first hit. Yeah, okay. Hell's Flash, increased damage and made it easy to hit with. Still no super armor. Same thing for the Dimension Ray, Janemba's ultimate. Super Gadget Gun, increased speed of hit confirmed. So basically increase the speed and decrease the time needed to charge. It needed that. Yeah, right there, Dimension Ray. Sped up hit confirmed, blah blah blah. And yeah, here you see the Power Pole combo, also known as, well, right here, unofficially known as the Power Pole Master, Turn Big and Purification. All three of these also have a bit of changes. So for the Power Pole combo, decreased idle time between steps. I'm not entirely sure what that means, unless it means you can recover faster when you use something. Turn Big, or rather Turn Giant. Decreased amount of stamina that's drained after transforming, and improve the tracking on the demon mouth blast, like the short, medium and long ranged super attacks when you're in Turn Giant. And Purification, no stamina decrease after transformation, decreased amount of stamina used by dash attack, stamina drains when you block. I still don't think people are going to use Purification, probably just Potential Unleashed. But guys, with that said, thank you for watching this video. Just a bit of a, I think the video's about, what, 50 minutes long. I'm not entirely sure because I'm recording like my screen right now, so I don't actually know how long I've been recording for. But I just want to really discuss some of these attacks rather, and give my thoughts and stuff like that. But guys, with that said, thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.